why men don't communicate. The truth is, men do communicate. However, men don't communicate like women. Many of my students who are ladies ask me, he just won't talk to me, he just won't communicate. When I say to him, I said, number one, you got to understand the mind of a man. First thing, men are conditioned not to communicate. I'd say, what do I mean, coach? Because if I say too much, I might be considered weak. If I expose too many emotions, that's frowned upon. I was told ever since I was a child, suck it up, don't say anything, go on, keep going. And that's why. So here's what you have to do. You have to create a safe place for him to share his emotions. If the man senses that the place that he's in, the space that you all are in is not safe, he will not share.
Hey, honey.
Yeah.
I was gonna play some video games for a little bit.
Oh, okay. Are you feeling all right? You've been quiet the last couple days.
Actually, come on, man. Don't do it. Don't do what? You were about to tell her how you've really been feeling lately, right? Yeah. All your stress is about your job and money and not having enough time for her, not getting enough sleep, right? And I'm saying don't. And why not? Come on, you know the drill. Nobody gives a fuck how you feel. You're a man. And guess what? Your feelings aren't going to pay the bills, and they're not going to provide a life for this amazing woman, now are they? Come on, I just need to be honest and vulnerable with her for once. Wow! And what is that going to accomplish? I'll feel better. It's not going to solve any of your problems, and it's certainly not going to make her more attracted to you. That's for damn sure. Okay, so what do? Do what you've always done. Suck it up, keep it to yourself, and tell her everything's fine. Yeah, you're right. Duh.
Honey? Honey? Is everything all right?
Yeah, no, baby, everything's fine.
Okay, but you'd tell me if it wasn't, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Why don't men talk about their feelings? We're gonna ask a husband today.
You want to know why I don't talk about my feelings? Well, here's one reason why men don't. Men are happy with the status quo. You know, they come home, their wife may fix them dinner, they can get a shower, their life seems pretty good. If they don't disrupt that flow that they have going. But when men want to sit there and women are pestering them, tell me your feelings, tell me what's going on. Let me know, fill me in. We don't want to do that because we don't want to disrupt that status quo. The moment we start telling women the things that are going on in our head and the things that we're thinking about, it's going to disrupt everything because those women are going to be, now that we've told them all the things they're doing wrong, all the things that are making us mad, all the things that are just frustrating us, they are now going to be pissed off,
Take it
personally. They're going to go make you sleep on the couch. There's not going to be any intimacy if there was in the beginning. They're going to make your life a living hell. Now that status quo has changed, now guess what? Men don't get dinner. They don't have somebody that they may be able to sit next to on the couch and talk to, maybe watch a movie. They don't have somebody who is now going to maybe touch them or be close to them. They now have somebody who's pissed off, a raging maniac, mad at them, throwing things, stomping around the house. They're disrupting that peace. That peace that men have by keeping to themselves, destroying themselves, that is what they want to keep. They don't want to disrupt the household.
So hearing all that,
he's damn honest. The part where he said, we ask, like, we want the men to communicate, but when they start talking, we take it personally. And it disrupts everything else. Intimacy, time in the couch, the food. He's so honest. He's speaking for himself and 1 billion other men. Oh my God.
we have two sides of the fence. We have the men that literally shut down. They become a drawn, silent, quiet. You don't hear from them. And you have the ones that speak up about it, and they literally get pounced on like a freaking raging lion. And they're like, I shouldn't have even spoken up. Here's the thing, ladies. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to decide. If I'm ready to hear his feelings, I have to be ready to listen and to comprehend what his feelings are and not be defensive and deflective about it.
And then take action on what his feelings or what was going on or whatever he said to you. Take action about it. Take action could be either more intimacy or maybe being more relative to him, more emotional to him. maybe think that he matters and he's not just a piece of meat and he's not just worth working.
So instead of being upset that your husband doesn't ever share his feelings, you have to either be prepared to let him share his feelings, or you have to live with the silence.
Things I learned being
The truth is, he's so right. We take things personally, and not just because we want to, but because biologically we are wired. We're wired. We are emotional. We are emotional beings. So it's very difficult for us to listen to all his needs and not take it personally. I know sometimes we go overboard, but do we really want to? Do we really want the men to communicate their feelings to us? Do we?
More emotional to him. Maybe think that he matters and he's not just a piece of meat and he's not just worth working.
So instead of being upset that your husband doesn't ever share his feelings, you have to either be prepared to let him share his feelings, or you have to live with the silence.
things I learned
And guys, I don't know if I'm the only one who noticed. He mentioned intimacy about 3 times. This guy must be starving or must have been starving. Like, he took out time to describe his wife. And she's in the video trying to tell us how we should behave. I hope she's applying this at home, because I can see from the guy that he's so... He fears, like, he doesn't want to communicate to his wife, because all what he's saying is just like he's just telling his wife why he doesn't want to communicate his feelings to her, because she gets so mad when he tells her, and he that means no intimacy, no time in the couch, no touching, sometimes no dinner. Oh my God, I don't know his name, but just say, if you need help so we can rescue you. And the title of the TikTok is Happy Spouse, Happy House. Okay. Social media.
Emotional to him. Maybe think that he matters and he's not just a piece of meat and he's not just worth working.
So instead of being upset that your husband doesn't ever share his feelings, you have to either be prepared to let him share his feelings, or you have to live with the silence. We have 2 sides of the fence. We have the men that literally shut down. They become a drawn, silent, quiet. You don't hear from them. And you have the ones that speak up about it, and they literally get pounced on like a freaking raging lion. And they're like, I shouldn't have even spoken up. Here's the thing, ladies. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You have to decide. If I'm ready to hear his feelings, I have to be ready to listen and to comprehend what his feelings are and not be defensive and deflective about it.
And then take action on what his feelings or what was going on or whatever he said to you. Take action about it. Take action could be either